So today we are going to discuss on the document checklist for New Zealand registration. First is the certificate of good character from a personal person. Then comes a certificate of good character from a professional person. That can be from your chief or the head of the department. Then first good character from a personal person. Then comes the curriculum vitae, that means you have to submit your CV. Then the certificate of employment from each employer you have had in the 5 years prior to your application and must include the confirmation of clinical hours completed. So, we should have a 5 years of experience at the time of application when we are applying for the New Zealand registration. So, where all we have worked for this 5 years, those employer certificate is required and it should be mentioned with your clinical hours completed. Then comes the clinical experience form. So there is at the time of registration there is an area to fill up the clinical experience. There you have to give in detail about your experience in clinics. Then comes the certified copies of registration certificate from each overseas board or authority you are or have been registered with. So you should have a certification, means a registration certificate from the overseas board in which all countries you have worked. From there you will be having or holding a registration certificate and it should be certified. The copy should be certified. Then comes the letter of good standing from each overseas authority you are or were previously registered with. So the good standing certificates also you have to get from this overseas authority to which you have registered with in these 5 years. Then comes one passport size photograph signed with your signature and certified to be means a person of yours, a person of yourself, that is by someone authorized to make a statutory declaration in your country. So one passport size photograph you have to be signed with your signature and it should be certified by an authority, means as if like a declaration. Then comes a police clearance certificate or equivalent from each country in which you have residing for 1 year or more from the age of 16, and the document must be of original copy and it should have been issued within the 6 months prior to the date of your application. So in order for this criminal checkout you have to get a criminal, means a police clearance certificate which is not more than means its validity which should be within the 6 months duration. So which all countries you have resided, you have to get the police clearance certificate from all those countries after the age of 16. Then this criminal check certificate issued by the third party will not be accepted. So if you want to get any references related with that, you can go through www.mrtboard.org.New Zealand website. You can go through. Then meet the MRTB English language policy, means you have to complete your IELTS if you are planning to go from India. If it is from UK pathway, after 2 years of experience or 2 years of residing, you need not require IELTS. Then comes a certified copy of qualification certificate, then the official academic transcript and a copy of the full course curriculum in English and the qualification program you undertook as detailed below. So you have to complete a course information form as if like we are applying for HCPC or to Koru, and it should include the details of clinical hours completed and if applicable a copy of your clinical logbook So a copy of your clinical logbook if applicable, and the evidence of any name change if applicable, and a letter from the professional regulatory body confirming accreditation or recognition of the program of study to registration or license to practice. This must confirm the program of study was accredited and recognized at the time of your program completed if so. A letter from your professional body, regulatory body, is also needed for this registration, which means that we are having the license to practice. So these are all are the documents which are needed for New Zealand registration. Once all these documents are prepared, we can go through, move ahead with the registration process. So we will be continuing the how to do the registration process. It is a 10-step process. So after doing the payment and doing the registration only, they will be sending you a login ID, will be sent to you, and you can go through that. Once after the payment, you will receive through mail, and then further you can move ahead with the registration. So we will be in the next session we will be discussing about how to do this step 10 process will be discussed in the next video. So stay tuned till next update. Until then, bye bye.